Hey guys, all right, so I know I've been putting this off for like over a month or 2 months now. I've gotten many requests to do a Disney World planning vlog, and the reason why I didn't do one is because every time I sat down to do one, I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to talk about. So I finally, I asked on my Facebook and on our Facebook page, and so I got a bunch of please answer this, please this, a bunch of ideas from people, and so I wrote out a list based on all of that input, and so here we go. We're gonna do Disney vlog. So I thought it'd be better if I divided it into two. So I'm gonna do one that's just a general Disney vlog, it's just a vlog about planning to go to Disney from somebody who's gone to Disney many times, and also someone who likes to plan things. And so and almost every single thing on here, actually I think every single thing on here was a question I got directly, because I kind of compiled them all together. And then I'll do one that's just specifically about our exact trip. Okay, you want to go to Disney World and you're kind of like, what the heck, where do I even start, right? So the first thing is go to their website. Just go to the Walt Disney website and Google it. They actually have a travel website. It's I'll put the link up, but if you just type in Walt Disney World, you're gonna get it, or Walt Disneyland. Anyway, either way, you're gonna get to go there, okay? So website is the best place to plan it. Here's a little information about Disney that a lot of people don't know, and that is that you are not gonna get a better deal than through Disney themselves. The only place you're gonna get a deal that's even comparable or just as good will be through a travel agency who is using Disney themselves to book. This is on purpose. It's because, Disney likes to kind of keep it all kind of monitored. They don't want anything weird going on. And so if you see, when you get to Florida or when you get to LA, you will see signs like discount Disney tickets all the time. Well, most of the time those discount Disney tickets either have a catch to them, or you think it's a good deal, but it's really not a good discount, or they're part of a listen to this and we'll give you a free Disney ticket. There's all that kind of stuff going on. The best place, travel agent that's directly associated with Disney or their website, you're not gonna get a better deal, point blank. And I don't care what you tell me. I don't care if somebody's like, I got a great deal through such and such. I guarantee you, if you did, it's because they were dealing directly with Disney. This is direct from Disney's mouth. This is how they do them. They do not authorize it to be done any other way. So that's actually really great, because when you plan a lot of trips, you feel like you need to research 50 different travel sites to get the best deal, but with Disney, you don't need to bother. Just go to them. It'll be great. Then here's the other thing. Okay, so Disney puts out these really good deals, and they're pretty much year-round. There's always some sort of deal going on. May not be every single time of the year, during their peak seasons, they might not have it, but most of the year they have a deal. However, that being said, a lot of the times the deals, actually the majority of the times, the deals that they offer are not advertised for the first few weeks that they're out. And they're not hidden, really, but they're not advertised. So here's a good example. Disney has a really good plan that they put out most falls, and that is and they also do it a lot of times in the spring, but I'm just gonna use fall as example, of a free dining plan. All right? So if you wanna do the dining plan and you wanna get that deal, awesome, right? But here's the catch. So the dining plan, each hotel only is authorized to sell X amount of rooms and ticket packages that are for that free dining plan. And once that hotel sells out, you can't get any more from that particular hotel. And these are all the hotels I'm referring to are on Disney property. These are the Disney hotels, and there's a lot of them. So it doesn't mean that that hotel is sold out or that Disney World sold out. It just means that that's special, the dining plan special, right? So you do want to kind of when you're booking, you want to keep that in mind, that if you book at the last minute and you want to get the free dining plan, you may not get your choice of hotels. They may only have 3 left that have any rooms that are available for that particular deal. So for this dining plan deal, this is a factual example, but I'm going to give you a real example, but this works generically as well. And that is that if you have a Disney Visa card, you had a chance, an opportunity to book the dining plan deal in advance, right? So that's great, you got the deal. After that was done, they said book through, I can't remember the exact date, but book through September 1st. whatever it was. It was earlier than that, you know, but just an example. Book through September 1st. If you have the Disney Visa, you can get this deal now ahead of the crowd. Great. So then, you know, you can do that, whatever. But then if you don't have a Disney card, you wait, right? But then on September 1st, the deal wasn't out. It was just, there was nothing. There was no talk of the deal. You didn't see it anywhere. If you went to the website and started planning your vacation, the deal did not pop up. However, the deal was still available. What it was is that there is a site within the Disney site that lists all of the current specials that they have. And you have to click those links and go through those links to get the deal. So basically for this one, after the cardholders, the Disney Visa cardholders got the opportunity, the deal was open to the public, but it was not advertised. So no one knew about this deal unless, you know, you were like me and you were curious, well, why is it not advertised anymore? But if you went through their special deal website, which is through their own site, there it was right there. It was right there. It was available. You click on the link and you could go book your vacation. It was great. And then about a month after that, all of a sudden you started seeing, I got emails about the special, the free dining plan. I saw commercials for the free dining plan. It started popping up on websites, free dining plan. Well, it acted like the dining plan, that deal had just come out to the public, but it had actually been out a month before. So, long story short is that they have deals all the time. Sometimes they're available before you know about them. So it's always good to check the site, the deal site. And I will put a direct link to that deal site as well as the normal website in the information below, okay guys? And then speaking of that, along with that is that card members do get exclusive deals. If you're a Disney card member, we have a Disney Visa. We pretty much, it's pretty much, in my opinion, the Disney Visa, it's pretty much only good if you do go to Disney a lot, because the rewards you get for it are all for Disney stuff. And so if you're going to Disney a lot, it's great because you get 1%, sometimes more, back on every dollar you spend, and all that money can go to pay for a Disney trip. So in our situation, it was like money that we were spending anyway, we got money back that we used to pay for our trip. And also the other thing, the Disney Visas do offer really good interest rates. So if you want a card in general, blah, 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 just remember with any credit card, you want to use it and pay it back within the same month, and then you don't have interest. So, but if you do have the card, you do get exclusive deals. You get chances to book the deals early. Sometimes there's deals that only pertain to card members, but in general, unless you plan on going to Disney a lot, I wouldn't bother with that card. Okay, and then there's like where to stay. And the big question when people go to Disney is also something they don't realize is that you can stay inside the park. That's what Disney calls it, staying inside the park, or you can stay outside the park, okay? And inside the park are all of the Disney-owned properties. And outside of the park are other companies who own their own properties. And so if you want to stay right outside the park, there are a lot of really fancy, beautiful, wonderful hotels. There are also really good economical hotels that are still super nice. Almost every one of them offers a shuttle service to the park. That's all great. There's great options out there. If you stay outside of the park, you don't have access to extra magic hours. Those are for inside guests only. And the extra magic hours are extended park hours. So that's really nice. They're for Disney on-site resort members only. If you stay outside the park, you're limited to their shuttle system. The shuttles that the hotels outside of the park have don't run as often. There's not as many of them, but that doesn't mean they're bad. They might not be as frequently running, but they still have really good shuttles. So don't let that scare you off if you want to stay outside the park. I'm just trying to give you like the cons to staying outside the park. So no extended hours. You don't get to book the package prices. You have to buy your tickets separately, and you do save money by buying a hotel and tickets together directly through Disney. And the transportation can be a little less frequent. You know, you might have to wait a little longer going to there and coming back from there, especially during peak hours, which can be annoying. Is if you stay on site, you get extra vouchers, you get discounts at restaurants and coupons for different things, and you only get that if you're a park guest. So long story short, what should you do? Well, it's up to you. For us, we've always found that it's better to stay inside the park. We think that the perks you get and the price, like when we priced outside of the park, we never end up saving any money. Sometimes we spend more money and we're getting less. So we like to stay inside the park. That being said, there are really awesome hotels outside. So if you don't want to stay inside the park, don't feel like you're kind of completely miss out. It's just in our situation, we kind of think that the pros to staying inside the park are worth it. We like to stay on Disney property. Here's the good thing about the Disney hotels. They have 3 kind of price level hotels. You know, one is kind of the lower level, but those hotels are still really nice. Then you've got the moderate level, and then you've got kind of the fancy level. And that's my terminology right there. They use a different terminology. But and the first level, the first kind of tier, those hotels are so kid friendly. They're super fun. They are just, the creativity of these hotels is amazing. The actual rooms themselves, they're gonna be kind of like, I would say maybe like a Holiday Inn Express, maybe even not quite as nice as that. So, but they're still very nice. They do have, you know, it's gonna be outside entrance, like it's not interior doors. I know that matters to some people. It's gonna be an exterior entryway and blah, blah, blah. But keep in mind they're on Disney property. They're super fancy and everything is Disney-fied. So these hotels are great. I think for families, that level of hotel is the way to go. The prices range depending on the time of the year, but they're always a pretty good price. And I cannot even express to you guys how fun these hotels, and many of them do offer suites. So if you're going with a larger group of children, or you want to go and share a room with family members that are coming with you, maybe you're going with your sister or something and her kids, and you have that option there. Every Disney hotel has really big gift shops. Every Disney hotel at every level has on-site restaurants. That first level, their restaurant's going to be a quick service where you go up and you get your food, but they're always themed. They're super cool. They're great. And tons and tons of bus transportation back and forth. Really friendly. The next level is the moderate level, and these hotels are definitely a step up. They cost a little bit more. I still think they're a reasonable price. They might feature not only quick service, but they might also have a restaurant. Not all of them do, but some do. They're gonna have a little bit fancier pools, a little bit fancier bedding, things like that. But honestly, the thing is, what I've noticed, because I've stayed at every level, is that the moderate ones aren't. The facilities themselves may seem a little bit grander, whereas the first level seems a little bit more just for the kids. The moderate, you're getting into a little bit more of the, seems a little bit like more sophisticated. But besides that, I don't think the rooms themselves are that much nicer at all. I really don't. So keep that in mind when you're booking your trip. It may not be worth the money, but they are really fun. Those also have really fun themes. Of course, they have the amazing transportation back and forth that Disney offers. And they're just really cool hotels, okay? And then you've got the grand ones, the awesome, fancy pants hotels. And, you know, those hotels are luxurious and gorgeous, and they're definitely more sophisticated. They definitely would suit maybe more of an adult who wants more of a resort type feel and less of like the kid resort level and more of like an adult resort level. However, those hotels are still perfectly awesome and magical for children as well. So don't think that they wouldn't be good for your kids. They're great. And so, and a lot of the higher up levels, they are closer to the actual park, so you can take, instead of just taking the buses that come back and forth to shuttle you to the park, they might also have a direct access to the monorails or boats to take you straight to parks, so they have some other options as well, and they're gorgeous, and they all have on-site fancy pants restaurants, and gift shops, of course, they all do. So those are the levels of hotel, and you just have to kind of decide what's worth it to you. There's a big price difference from the first level all the way up to that fancy pants level. So if you think you're gonna spend more time at the hotel, maybe it'll be worth it for you. If you're not, if you know you're gonna be at the parks most of the time, that first level, I'm telling you right now, you are not missing out staying at the first level, because I don't want it to sound like it's low level. It's not. It is way cooler than most hotels in general. It's just Disney just knows how to do things right. So I really think that the value at those hotels is awesome.
Periscope.